front yard, waiting for God to take him. But then one day he looked across the street and everything changed.
There isn't enough that I could say about David Martinez. He saved my son's life, no question about it.
David Martinez had spent years in his yard in the San Fernando Valley near Los Angeles. In the engineer's spare time, he worked there, inventing things like carriages, merry-go-rounds, and toys. It was a happy place where children played, his own children, for whom he built the wonderful toys. But that was long ago. He has outlived most of his children, and 5 years ago, his wife passed away as well. She had been his whole life, and when she died, Mr. Martinez felt he had no reason to live any longer.
Well, he just lost his wife recently. And he's sick. He's not feeling well. He's infirm. And I think he just had lost the will.
Day after day, he sat in his yard for hours at a time, watching life pass by, and praying that God would take him so he could be reunited with his wife.
All of my life has been sad. When you're an orphan, it's very sad, alone in this world. My mother died, and my father used to drink. He didn't even know that I existed.
A few houses up Gladstone Avenue, there lived a boy named Sean Trussick. At age 6, his life was just beginning. Sean didn't have much to do with Mr. Martinez. Coming home from the store, he may have looked out the car window and seen the old man sitting in his yard, unmoving, looking into the distance.
David Martinez is a Christian, and he apparently had been praying for death.
And Mr. Martinez didn't pay much attention when he saw Sean and his friends playing. They were little children with no interest in an old man or his rusty old toys.
Well, I don't like anybody really to congregate here.
Then one day, Mr. Martinez was sitting as usual in his yard when he saw a big dog following little Sean.
I thought it was his dog all the time. See, it was a strange dog, and I took it for his dog. See, he came coming south, and as he approached me, why, the dog caught up with him.
But the dog was a stray mutt, and all of a sudden something was very wrong. When the boy petted the animal, the dog became vicious.
So the dog just all of a sudden jumped on him and put him on his face, and he was working on his head. The blood poured down all over his head.
For the first time in many years, Mr. Martinez jumped. He jumped up and somehow gathered the strength of a young man. And using his cane like a pole vaulter, the 94-year-old man scrambled up and over to the bloody scene.
So I started running towards him, and I went up to him, and he wouldn't let loose. I yelled at him, and he just wouldn't let loose. So I hit him right back of the head right here. It was just as hard as I could. Twice. Then he let loose.
The dog ran away. Mr. Martinez stayed with little Sean until Sean's mother arrived to rush her boy to the hospital.
He was very frightened. You couldn't see him. Head wounds bleed profusely. And it was very frightening, very scary.
Little Sean had been badly mauled. It took over 100 stitches to stop the bleeding. It was a miracle the dog didn't bite his face. His mom says it's a miracle he's still alive.
For him to have made that distance, given his age and the cane and everything, and to get up a little hill just to get to the point that he could get to Sean, nothing short of a miracle.
94-year-old David Martinez was a hero, something he hadn't been called since he served his country in World War I. Back then, he was decorated for saving 2 of his buddies on the front line.
I got the citation and recommended for a medal at that time, and later it turned out that I saved some officers.
Now, for the first time in years, people were paying attention to him again. The newspaper even printed the story of how the old man saved the boy. Sean's mother wanted to tell everyone she could how happy she was that Mr. Martinez's prayers were not answered, that God didn't let him die.
I really believe that God didn't answer his prayers, to give him, so that he would stay on, that he was here for Sean. There was a reason for him to live this long, even though he didn't want to.
Mr. Martinez started getting mail from children all over town. He was their hero, too.
All the children in the in the neighborhood love me. But, and I'm always looking out for him, too.
Sean became his friend, and he wasn't the only one. Kids from all over the neighborhood started visiting Mr. Martinez, exploring his wonderful yard. The ghost who had once ruled the playland now had to move away for the little children, Mr. Martinez's new friends.
I try to teach them what is right and what is wrong, be good to their daddies, and how bad it is to even smoke or drink.
He's everyone's dream of a grandparent.
You're the reason I'm living.
And another kind of miracle took place. Mr. Martinez decided he didn't want God to take him anymore. The once lonely man is now full of life and hope, and he will always have a friend in a 6-year-old kid named Sean Trussick.
Thank you. Thank you for seeing us.